needs replacing. That one was loose, no wonder it's leaking. So was that one. There we go. One of the rocket cover's leaking. I wonder how many horrors I'm going to find in here. I've got a bit excited, done a bit of work on it, stripped a bit of the fruit off, pulled the rocket cover, cams are out. I'm going to try hanging it on the engine stand as it is now, considerably lighter than it was. With any sort of luck, it'll work, but that's tomorrow. So we've got the stand mounted up, still hanging on the chain. Release the tension on the chain and see what happens. This might be good, or it might be a hell of a fail. Very gently. The back chain's pressure is off. There we go. Alright, so I've had a bit of a think about how I'm going to go about this. I don't trust the engine stand. It's just not strong enough to carry this motor. Also, I need the crane to get the head off. This head's just too bloody heavy for me. I'm too old to be lifting that sort of shit. So I'm just going to leave that attached. Once I get the head off, the engine stand should be okay. There we go. This is the moment of truth. The head should just lift straight off. Alright, there's the head free. Stand seems to be doing alright. Stamped on the block there is the block type. This is a block type number 2 and all the cylinders are number 2. I've just cleaned up piston number 3. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. That is a number 2 piston. So it's on its original pistons. I don't know where it's the original rings in it. Most of the boards actually don't look brilliant. Looks like there might have been right there. Looks like there might have been a bit of a head gasket weep into the cylinder. There's a bit of witness mark. It's a bit pitted right there on number 1. There's a score mark. I can't feel anything there, but there's a fair bit of like water pitting. We come up to number 6. Number 6 has definitely had a leaking head gasket right there, and that's been leaking into the cylinder. A little bit pitted, but it's not too bad. Number 5 looks pretty good. Number 2 looks pretty good. Actually, the worst one I've seen so far is number 1. Bit glazed, but there's no score marks. What's that there? That's nothing. What's going on with this motor? What's wrong with this cylinder? Number 4, how does that look? So I've had a blown head gasket at number 1 and number 6. Number 3's got low compression. I'm wondering whether number 3 here might just be sticky rings. It doesn't look anywhere near as bad as what it could have been. Currently, this motor is on standard bore, hasn't been rebored, according to the numbers and what it says in manual. So I've got a couple of options for oversize if I need to. I can go 0.5 or 1 mil over. I've had a bit of a feel. I can't feel any sideways movement of the pistons, but I mean, that doesn't mean there's not. It actually looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look. I was expecting to see either a hole burn in a piston or horrible score marks in the bore, but there's none of that, apart from number 1 where it's got a bit of water pitting. Either way, I'll be pulling the bottom end apart, I'll be dropping the pistons out. All of the sump and everything's going to come off. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I've just noticed on the pickup there's shards of metal, and down in here, let's see if I can get that out. Then dropping it back into the motor. There we go. got this metal on the inside of the motor. I don't know where it's come from, but I don't like it. There we go. Chunks of crud and bits of metal in there stuck around it. Well, my excitement for the motor sort of not being as bad as I thought it was going to be is waning a little bit now that I've put the sump off. There's a few things I'm really not enjoying seeing in here. Ta-da! Look at that sludge. It really would have helped just to have changed engine oil every once in a blue moon. Right, so I'm just going to check this timing chain. With the chain stretched out, mark 16 links, and you measure those 16 links and see what we get. Those 16 links stretched out straight, 149.12. I don't think that's in spec. Manual says maximum chain elongation 146.6 mil. So that's roughly 3 mil over, or just under 3 mil over. Definitely needs a new timing chain, so I'll probably go a whole kit. Replace the gears and the chain and the tensioners. The next thing to do is to check the conrod thrust clearance. The standard clearance is 0.160 to 0.262 millimeters. The maximum thrust clearance of 0.362 millimeters. 0.21. Beauty, number one's in spec. 0.22, that's in spec. 0.2, that's in spec. That's what I want. Okay, this is number 4. 0.16. 0.225. So number 6. 0.185. 0.19. Well, I'm a little bit happy now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share it if you want to. I'll catch you on the next one.